Hey, welcome back to Joyous Live here in the Garcia home. It is November 15. And I was just trying to get on here, get a couple of videos. I know it's been quite a while, I've already said, and this is part 2. I don't really have too much to say along the lines that why does my dryer decide to not work sometimes? I put stuff in, I press the button, and then I'm like 2 days later forgetting, oh no, are there stuff in the dryer? This stuff's going to get bad, right? Well, if I already dried it, why is it doing that? I don't understand that. We had to take my husband to work. Thursday, my son was off school, and Friday, he drove himself. Did he drive himself to work? What happened Friday? I don't remember what happened Friday. Saturday, we had a picnic for my husband's work, and so we went there and we had some pulled pork, some beans, and corn, and things like that. Not that many people went, but I'll tell you, when those people start flooding in, I get a little claustrophobic, and so I moved on the back by my husband, because ever since my daughter has been preemie, I get very nervous about stuff sometimes. Of course, I used to get nervous about certain things, and it really didn't bother me. But ever since then, I had something like, it's called a TIA, it was a transient lucent stroke or something. They said they didn't find anything, but ever since then, I've been weird. I mean, more weird than normal. Sometimes I just can't handle stuff, you know, just like little bitty stuff. And just like suspense on shows, on TV. And of course, that could be partly with age, but I don't know, I'm different. I can't handle pressure. After I had that, the whole preemie thing and the TIA, I cannot take hardly anything anymore. I mean, I have like no camel straw left. You know, the camel straw that breaks the camel's back, or whatever the straw that breaks the camel's back, is it saying here? Well, I don't have any left. I mean, mine is like this. So I have nothing left, and then there comes a point that I'm like, just screw it. I don't even care. When people used to come here, I would try to get everything all organized, and I'd be stressed out. I'm like, oh, I got to get all this. I'm like, screw it. I don't care anymore. And like the tree, everything had to be, and I'm like, forget it. I don't have time to be wasting on this, and it's just going to make me upset. When I get too worked up about something, whether I've been over emotional, haven't slept good, or I'm just tired, or somebody says some dumb thing, I will just be like, I'm not somebody that gets extremely mad at stuff like that. I try to forgive people and stuff like that. But as I got older, and even these moments, it's like, you're people, you're just dumb, man. I am just not going to talk to you. I have this friend that she doesn't give her son shots or anything. And she actually doesn't want to give her kids shots or medicine or anything else. And her kid gets sick a lot. And he gets asthma. And my son went through this. And so I try to tell her this is the things that you can do to prevent an emergency visit, because basically that's what's going to happen. And so this has happened to her a couple times, and now my son doesn't have any more issues, but I know extremely to the extreme what can happen, what to do. When you see your child in the bed, you know, and their stomach is like raising this high, and you have to take them to the emergency room in the middle of the night, I mean, that is my concern. And so I'm telling her you should just, in the fall months, it would help if you use an allergy medicine. Come back and say, well, I don't use medicine, I don't do this, and then, hey, stop, you're shaking the table. I'm doing something, you have to wait. So then she does that, and then she got this other person that always has to, like, cover her back or whatever. I'm like, you know what? I sent her an email, and I'm like, okay, this is the deal. I'm just trying to help you, and you seem to get offended, so I'm not going to comment anymore. And she's like, oh, well, I'll still comment. And I'm like, no, forget it. It's not worth it, because I just get bothered by stuff, and she gets bothered by stuff. And it's like, okay, if you want to go suffer through it and have your child go to the emergency room, which I was trying to prevent you from, then go right ahead. So anyway, I guess this has been good enough for today. This has been Joyous Live here on YouTube in the Garcia home. It's November, so have a nice cool day, and I'll talk to you later.